everyone, so today I'm doing my very first ever Twitter talk, which is basically just a video where I am answering questions that were sent in by you guys on Twitter. So a couple days ago I went on Twitter and I was just like, send me any questions you have. It can be beauty related or fashion or a would you rather question, or it can be something that's just something that you've always kind of been curious to ask me, and this is your chance. So I picked 10 questions that I went ahead and I typed up on my phone with the username and everything, and I saved it, and I'm going to answer them right now. But I also want you guys to answer them and leave it in a video response. But if you can't do a video response, you can always do comments as well. I can go through and read those. But basically it's just 10 random questions that I chose out of the ones, and just know for next time that if I'm asking you guys to send me in questions on Twitter, that it could end up in a Twitter talk video. And if you guys like this video, I would be totally open to doing as many of these as you guys want. I could do it like once a month or really whenever you guys want. So the first one is, if you could meet any celebrity in the world, who would it be and why? So I'm going to do a two-part answer for this because I'm going to do one celebrity that's alive that I actually might meet one day, and one celebrity that is not alive anymore but that I would love to go back in time and, like, theoretically, hypothetically, if time machines were ever invented, I would like to meet. So first one is Taylor Swift. She is just amazing, and I can't say enough good things about her. I'm absolutely like in love with her, and I don't know, she is the one celebrity that I am just like, I would honestly, if I ever met her, I would drop to the floor and just be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that just happened. And I actually saw her. I was walking this way and she was walking this way at the American Music Awards, and I just kind of stood there and I like went like that to Elle, and I was like, but I didn't say anything, but she was being nice. She was like smiling and waving to everyone that was passing her, that was like gushing just like I was. But she was in like a beautiful gown, and I was like, she is a real life princess. She totally looks like she's out of a fairy tale. And then the person that I can't meet because they're not in this, world anymore, they're dead or whatever, is Marilyn Monroe. I actually, I always kind of fancied Marilyn Monroe in the sense that when I saw pictures of her, I thought she was beautiful, and, I didn't really know her story though, and I went to go see the movie My Week with Marilyn, and I absolutely fell in love with her. Came home, did all the research I could online. I was like, I need to know everything about her just because I was so fascinated by it, and she just seems like an incredible person. And that movie actually made me feel kind of bad for her. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it seems like she just lived a life where she basically wanted to, the public kind of, she was the most famous girl, and she was trying to keep herself on all the time. And the line where she's walking and she says, should I be her? Because I don't know, if you guys haven't seen this movie, this won't make any sense, but basically, Marilyn Monroe, she was walking in to like meet people, and she basically turned herself on, and she turned into the loving, like, oh, Marilyn Monroe girl. But the way she said, should I be her, it was like a completely different person, and it broke my heart. I was like, I wish you could just be yourself. Anyways, that was a really long answer for the first question. Wow. Okay. Next one. On a scale of 1 to 10, how ticklish are your feet? My feet are a freaking 11, a 12, a 13 on a bad day. When I go get pedicures, I'm the person that's like gripping the sides of my chair, like trying not to scream as they're scrubbing the bottom of my feet. My feet are so ticklish. My whole body's really ticklish, and it got to the point where it was so bad. Like, you know how in middle school you have your little things where, people are like kind of flirting with you, but you're just getting to the point where you like might want to go on a date with someone or something. Or I was in middle school when that happened to me, at least, and I remember that, guys used to think it was really like cool and flirty and funny to tickle the girls. Well, I was so ticklish, I swear. I was so nervous that someone would start tickling me and I would pee in my pants because I am so ticklish. So I told them, I like made up this elaborate story about how I had the most ticklish spot in the whole world, but I would never tell anyone because they would use it against me. And someone finally like made me tell them, and I was like, it's the top of my head, because the top of my head like totally isn't ticklish. So they would go and I would pretend like it was tickling, but I could like control myself. Okay, if someone was to tickle the bottom of my feet, I might just like pee on their head. Like, I'm not kidding. I am so incredibly ticklish. It's horrible. Okay, so the next one, when you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up? Okay, so I really wanted to be a lot of different things. I mean, I went through phases where I wanted to be every sort of thing, but I think the thing that I honestly thought I might be was going to be a teacher. I really wanted to be a teacher, so I think that might have actually worked out, or an interior decorator, or own a bake shop, like a cupcake shop or something like that. I think that would be so much fun. But when I was little, I definitely thought that I was either going to be a pirate or a teacher, which a teacher's probably more realistic, but knowing me, I might have turned out to be a pirate. Next, what part of Georgia did you live in? So I was born in Augusta, Georgia, and this was a question that was sent in. And I don't know if I've ever told you guys that it was Augusta, but I have a lot of family that lives in Atlanta, so I was always constantly, you know, going back there and stuff. Okay, so the next one is, if you were going to get another dog, what breed would it be? So I absolutely love Teddy, and I would not trade him for any other animal or pet or anything in the whole entire world. But if I was going to, say, add to my zoo of animals, I would probably want to get one of those dogs that I think it's a King Charles Spaniel, I don't know, something like that. It's a King Charles something, but they're so cute and they're like orange and white and they're just, I would love them and I would like to give them kisses. But I don't know, I think I love Teddy. His personality is amazing. He's a Yorkie, for those of you who don't know, and I don't know, he's just been a really great dog. I had a pug growing up my entire life. We had a pug and it just passed away maybe like, I don't know, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't remember now, but it was an amazing dog. I've always wanted to get another pug or a big dog. Like I'm talking like a Saint Bernard, like big dog. So I'm kind of like one of those people that I love really tiny dogs and then really like huge ginormous dogs. I just feel like that type of dog would be able to like protect me against like an armed robber or something. Okay, next one. If you could only wear one nail polish for the rest of your life, what would it be? It would definitely be OPI's Sweetheart. It's such kind of like a natural color, but at the same time, it's very clean and crisp looking. You always look like you have a fresh manicure, but that you're not like screaming like red vixen nails or something like that. So that's definitely something that goes with everything. And if I had to wear like one color for the rest of my entire life, it would probably be that one. Next is, can you do any accents? Okay, so I watch UK's Big Brother online sometimes, and a lot of times I like to try to do their accent, but I don't have a very good English accent, so I don't know if this is coming out English or just a girl that can't really do any accents. If I could do an accent though, English would be the only one that I would be able to do. I really like Big Brother UK. I don't know, I think it's fun. I'm on the episode or the season right now that has like Louise and Maisie, and I said Maisie just like Big Brother says Maisie. Yeah, that's as good as I got. You guys are probably cracking up, and if you are from the UK, you're probably like, face palm, because it's not cool. Okay, next is, what is the hardest part about doing YouTube? Okay, on a more serious note than slapping yourself in the face, the hardest part about doing YouTube is the feeling of never being able to please everyone, which I know that YouTube isn't about, you know, everyone loving your videos and stuff. I'm gonna do this whether you guys are thumbs downing every video and everything like that, but as long as a couple people are really enjoying it and stuff, I keep doing videos. But at the same time, it's kind of disheartening sometimes when you put a lot of work into a video and you're really excited to put it up and then people nitpick everything at it. And it's funny because I can put up a really dramatic makeup tutorial and people are commenting and they're like, you know, I would never wear this, I want you to do a neutral makeup tutorial. So I do a neutral makeup tutorial, and then they comment, they're like, all you ever do is neutral makeup tutorials, why don't you get out of your box sometimes and do crazy ones? So I guess the hardest part about doing YouTube is the feeling of not being able to ever do things right that everybody will enjoy. And I think that that's something that over the 3 years that I've been doing YouTube, I've kind of had to tell myself over and over again that you can't please every single person when you're doing a video. You have to just kind of do your best and hope that someone out there is happy with it and likes it and had fun watching it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much like the hardest part about doing YouTube for me. The other thing is time management, because I find that I tell myself, I'm like, oh, you could film a video in 5 minutes and then like just upload it that morning. But then sometimes I actually sit down and then I ramble on and then editing and importing it. I don't know, sometimes I think it's gonna take me a lot less time, or I think it's gonna take me a lot more time, which then I just have time to like, I don't know, surf the internet or something. Okay, so second to last one is, are you a Pretty Little Liars or a Lying Game girl? So I am totally a Lying Game girl. I loved Pretty Little Liars. I read the book. I was so in love with it when the season first started. And then it just kind of started getting a little too crazy for my taste. I still watch every episode. I love it. I love the actresses in it. And I still, you know, I still watch it all. But The Lying Game is like my new favorite TV show in the whole wide world. So I'm definitely more of a Lying Game girl, but I do like Pretty Little Liars. And then the last one is, if you could be a boy for a day, would you? Of course I would be a boy for the day. The first thing I would do would be pee standing up, because I've never really been able to do that. And that just, I don't know, is it weird that I'm curious to know what it feels like for guys to pee? Because like girls, we just sit down and it just kind of happens, but guys, they have to like aim and shoot and score and stuff like that. So I don't know, I think that that would be interesting. And I would just like roll out of bed and I wouldn't do anything. I would just like have my pants like all sagging and have a big t-shirt on and like not put any makeup on, obviously, and just like walk out the door and like go to the mall and wear like a backwards baseball cap. And I would go to a restaurant and order as much ridiculous amounts of food as I could and then eat it all, because I feel like some guys, most guys, have like bottomless pits in their stomach. It just goes on and on and on. Literally, my dad, you can set food in front of him and he will eat it until you tell him like there's no more, or that's all you're getting. Or it's kind of like a dog. You know how like cats, you can leave them alone for like a day or 2 days or something, and they have their litter box and you can set food out and they can like, you know, they eat when they're hungry and stuff, but dogs, you can't do that because they will just eat and eat and eat until the food is gone. That's kind of like how a lot of guys I know are, and I feel like that would be kind of fun, like just to sit there and just like eat anything you wanted as much as you wanted, because like sometimes I want to have a feast, but I can't get as much like food, like I can only have a little bit of each thing, and then it's just like a bite and then it's over. So I would like to have like a huge feast and finish it all. So those are the 10 questions that I'm answering, and I hope that you guys want to do this and leave it in a video response below. So let me know in the comments if you guys liked these kind of videos, if you want to do more Twitter talk videos, if I should do a, I don't know, like a YouTube talk video where you guys can leave me comments on a video and I answer. Go ahead and leave me some comments that you want me to answer. Maybe my next Twitter talk, I'll add some YouTube comments into it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.